Hey everyone, you're here with Mark Bawa at perfectgardens.com. So Gary posted a question that 3 months ago. Just want to apologize on the late reply. I do have questions that are 5, 6, 8 year old that at some point I'm going to get to, just because I still think it's interesting. He was talking about using Big Bloom and Tiger Bloom, the liquids, the trios, but although he uses Gaia Green, which I never heard of, and now in my soil, and it's never been better. So I actually Googled it and learned a lot more about it, and in this video, we're going to get into it.
Are you tired of getting crappy advice from your local hydroponics store? Or having to search all over forums to get advice that only takes you in different directions than solving your immediate problem? Well, join our membership for $50 a month. You get direct access to me. We'll connect on WhatsApp app. And just like this gentleman that started back in July with us, as problems arise, we are here for you.
So right here, when I come to the website, I look at the website, and because I'm in business, I kind of know a number of things about business. Certain things pop, certain things don't pop. And I don't want to pull up too many examples, but here, I'll pull up Amazon, for example. These are just things that in business you learn about. Do you see how when I zoom in and out, the pictures stay with the size of no matter how much I scroll in, certain things never lose sight in the website. Well, in this one, right when I got here, do you see when I zoom in, all this stuff gets displaced? That means that this is a small mom-pop shop. I don't want to say they don't know what they're doing, but they definitely are spending a lot more time in their business versus working on their business. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. What I am saying, though, is they probably have a killer product. That was one of the first things that kind of popped up at me. I was like, okay, it's not a really large company, so they're not focusing on the bottom line. Look at their logo. It's really simple. Actually, when I kind of looked at it, I was like, man, this is kind of busy. I couldn't really tell what it all was, but when I looked at it and got a little closer, I was like, oh, okay, this is a woman and she's holding food. That's interesting. So that tells me a lot of that they care about their image, because I bet you anything they spend a number of times in debating over this, because I remember the psychology of creating a logo when I first got into business. Then as I scroll down, I started to check out their products, and when I opened up, just wondering, I checked out the sizes. I was like, okay, it's not too bad in sizes. And then I went on to what they're derived from. And I immediately realized that this product line is actually a really great product. They have feather meal, alfalfa, bone meal, blood meal. Okay, so guys, what is this, right? So if they say feather meal, it means that this product was derived from poultry. Okay, so from chickens. Alfalfa, bone meal, blood meal, the same thing. It was derived from blood, bone. Glacier rocks is mineral dust. Natural rock phosphate is potassium right here. So they're deriving their NPK from natural resources. They have insect fresh, which is basically insect poop. Humic acid for help structuring the soil. Gypsum is calcium. Oyster shells and green sand, which is an amendment. So right when I got here, I realized wow, whoever's creating their products actually really do know a decent amount about it. The product line actually reminds me of another product line called Down to Earth, if I remember. I don't even know if they're still in business. But whoever's creating these lines actually really does care about what they're doing. Everything right here is 4 for 4. You go back to the first page. When you start to get, I think roughly I don't want to be too specific because there is high nitrogens and a lot of different things, but right when you start to get roughly past 15 to 20, most of the time it's going to be a synthetic versus a natural NPK. But I checked out all these bottles right here. They're all natural. They're all 100% coming from poultry or coming from bone meals or something. It's a really great compensation. Whoever's been formulating this line, I think, personally, I would definitely recommend this line for any outdoor growers. Like anyone out there that is using Fox Farm for soil, or if you're using massive grower planter beds, I would actually highly recommend this nutrient line, because you can amend your soils early into the season or in your soil if you are preparing ahead of time, and just focus on a watering program after that point, because all these things things are going to be really food for all the microbiology in your soil. And because it's not high in NPKs, it's not going to be shutting down the microbiology. And before you know it, the worms come in, nematodes, all that good stuff comes in. And it really just is the right compensation. And it's the right ratios for a healthy soil when you really think about it. Yeah, these are coming from meat-based products, but it's okay, in my opinion. I would love to go through this whole line, but they have an all-purpose Power Bloom seaweed extract, which is kelp extract. It's all natural. Checked out that one. Insect poop, but it's also a natural pesticide as well. They have worm castings, living soil, which I find this to actually be interesting. I would actually definitely check out this soil. Right in the first picture, one of the things I notice is how black it is. I would really love to get my hands into it, but it says glacier rock, dust, dolomite, feather meal, alfalfa meal, bone meal, rock, phosphate, bone meal, fish bone meal, so on and so on. Soil amendments, peat moss, perlite, cocoa fiber, fir bark, compost litter, and night crawlers and worm castings. Man, I would actually totally check out this product. I would 100% check out this nutrient line. I think they are really doing the right thing. And if any of you guys, they have green sand, which is a soil amendment, helps basically break up rocky soil. Mineralized phosphate, gypsum, diatomaceous earth, which is a great pesticide. Diatomaceous earth is a little microscopic little seashells, and when critters crawl across them, the soft bitty insects basically just get cut up and they bleed out. So it's a phenomenal natural pesticide. Highly recommend it. Oyster shells, alfalfa meal, blown meal. I mean, they got it all. You guys, at the end of the day, what I really like about this is I go through everything. If you wanted a higher NPK, look at it. This is a 14, 13. I think I saw another one up here that was 17. So boom, you have a 14, 17. That's all natural. What's really interesting, what's in this nutrient line, is that it's not going to be fighting the microbiology. And what I always like to bring up an example is when you see a plant in the middle of a forest literally growing out of a rock, right? That plant isn't going through mineral deficiencies or over-fertilization, yet it's growing through a rock. And that's because the microbiology is slowly breaking down the rock and is doing cation exchanges and is providing this right amount of micronutrients to that plant so it can survive, be beautiful, literally grow through a rock and not be going through, issues. That's because the rhizosphere is controlling the uptake of minerals, and it's not dealing with the salt-based fertilizers, it's dealing with the mineral compensation. Same thing here. All these things that are in this product, it's not going to be for salt-based fertilizer, so it's not going to be like this steroid that you just instantly pump into your arm and it makes it available to your system. The microbes are going to have to tear this material apart, and through that process, you're going to build a stronger, healthier root system. If you guys are concerned about NPK and you're in soil, I probably would highly check out this nutrient line all the way through. You can create your own product line and amend your own soils. So I've never heard of this nutrient line, Gaia. If any of you guys know this nutrient line and they need help setting up a website, tell them to hit me up. I have a couple different programmers I can help them out with. I don't make anything. I don't even sell this product on my website, but I will probably hit them up and see if they do drop shipping. I hope this video was helpful. I always love bringing certain products to the forefront, which I'm able to kind of see fairly quickly, is this product in line with my core values? And I would say that this product line is in line with my core values, and they're focusing more on creating a great product than creating a great marketing plan to get you to buy their product. So if any of you guys are out there and you come across this product, put down the Fox Farm, and I would highly recommend for you to check out this nutrient line, because I think you will give your plants the opportunity to reach their highest and best potential if you give them quality food. Please like, share, and subscribe. Have a great grow, everyone.